let's take a look at these three little words: for, during, and while. Sometimes these are very confusing to use, but don't worry, I'm here to help you master them and also use them perfectly each and every time. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for the free PDF lesson notes that go along with this video. And I've also created a special quiz for you to try out once you've finished watching the whole video. Let's begin with for. We use for plus a period of time to show or to say how long something has gone or is going on. For example, 2 days, 6 months, and for ages. These are just some examples that we can use with for. Here's an example. We watched the TV series Vikings Valhalla for 3 hours last night. That is actually true. It's very, very good, and I highly recommend it. Here's another example. I've been waiting for a bus for ages. The next one we're going to look at is during. Now, we use during plus a noun to say when something happened, not how long. For example, during the film, during the day, during our holiday or vacation. Let's take a look at an example. I fell asleep during the film. Now that's probably because it was really, really boring. Another example is, during the day, we visited lots of museums. Just note that when we use time words such as the morning, the summer, we can use either during or in. For example, it's really hot during the summer, or it's really hot in the summer. Both are okay for us to use. Just remember that you cannot use during to talk about how long something goes on. For example, it rained during 3 days without stopping is not correct. We need to use for. And the correct example is, it rained for 3 days without stopping. The next one we're going to look at is using while. Now, we use while plus the subject plus the verb to talk about two things happening at the same time. Now, sometimes during and while can be used to talk about the same thing. For example, I fell asleep while I was watching TV. Or, she was painting while I was cooking dinner. Now, let's compare using during and while. The first example is, he sneezed during my speech. This uses a noun, my speech. Let's compare it to with using while. He sneezed while I was giving my speech. This sentence uses the subject plus the verb. I was giving my speech. Uses the subject plus the verb. Let's have a look at one more example. Sammy suddenly began to feel sick during the exam. Versus, Sammy suddenly began to feel sick while he was taking the exam. As you can see, one uses the noun, so during plus the noun, and the other one uses subject plus verb, while plus the subject plus the verb. So there you go. That's how you can use for, during, and while perfectly each and every time. Now you guys can use them much more easily and naturally as well. So show me how well you can use them in the comments below by giving your example to completing this sentence. The lights went out while da 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 da. I'm looking forward to reading your example. Now, if you like this video and you think you've mastered them, check out this one here. It shows you how to use the verb to get much more naturally with lots of great examples. So go ahead, watch it now.